Well, hey there, Soul City kids. Welcome back to another episode of On the Go. I am so excited to travel with you today. My name is Courtney, and my nickname is Jet for my love of traveling and jetting all around the world and seeing lots of cool places. And I am so pumped that you guys get to go with me. So when I travel, I make sure and pack my suitcase, and we're gonna pack our suitcases in just a minute. But before we do, now that you know my name, I wanna know your name, and I wanna know your favorite snack. Can you go ahead and tell me? Wow, so many of you guys are joining us here today, and I hear the names of lots of yummy snacks that you like to eat. My favorite snack is watermelon. And speaking of snacks, that is one of the first things that I am going to pack in my suitcase because sometimes I get hungry when I'm traveling. So let's take our snacks and put them in our suitcases. And the next thing that I always bring is my favorite stuffed animal. I cannot travel without it. Wherever you guys are, can you go ahead and grab your favorite stuffed animal and give it a great big hug and then put it in your suitcase? And last but not least, Soul City kids, I want to make sure we get lots of incredible pictures on our adventure. And this is an incredible picture we got from last episode's adventure in New Zealand when we saw so many cute fuzzy sheep and all of the beautiful green hills of New Zealand. I want to get pictures just like this one on this week's adventure. So get out your cameras, and before we put them in our suitcase, we're going to practice taking pictures together. When you see this camera, that means that it is time to take a picture of something really special. So when you hear 1, 2, 3 and see this camera, we'll go click and take a picture. Let's practice together. 1, 2, 3, click. Oh, you guys are ready to go. Let's go adventure.
Everywhere. My God is everywhere. My God is way up high, down below, everywhere I go. My God is everywhere I go.
Well, surprise, Soul City kids, we are in Egypt. And how are we gonna get around Egypt? I need you guys to help me figure out what is on this ticket. Can you tell me what's on this ticket? Whoa, so many of you guys know what this is, and you would be right. We are going to travel around Egypt today on a helicopter. But I just can't seem to remember. Is a helicopter flown by a pilot or a driver? A pilot or a driver? Again, you guys are right. It is a helicopter pilot that is gonna take us all around Egypt. And let's go ahead and call for our helicopter pilot right now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, pilot!
All aboard!
Well, here he is, and I want to make sure that we get a picture with our helicopter pilot today. So get out your cameras, Soul City kids. 1, 2, 3. Click.
Hello, Jet! It looks like you and your travel buddies are ready to go on a high-flying adventure. While we're on the go, you need to follow the 2 rules. The first rule is to be kind. Jet, can you and your travel buddies say, be kind?
Be kind.
That's it! You can be kind by listening when others are talking. If you can be kind by listening, let me see you click on your listening ears with me. Click. Click. You got it! Rule number 2 is to be safe. You can be safe by keeping your hands and feet to yourself. If you can be safe, let me see you clap, clap, clap. Put your hands in your lap. Let's do it together. Clap, clap, clap. Put your hands in your lap. We're all set to go. Today we're going to fly over to some ancient pyramids. In the desert, you won't see a lot of water, but you will see lots of sand, some prickly plants, and tall triangle buildings called pyramids. So have your cameras ready to take pictures. And if you do some digging, there's also a special souvenir to remind you of what you learned while you're here. Let me know when you find it. Now, what are we waiting for? Let's crank up the helicopter and get on the go. Everyone, spin your arm above your head like the big propeller on the top of my chopper. And let me hear you repeat after me. In the chopper.
In the chopper.
We will fly.
We will fly.
In the chopper.
In the chopper.
On the go.
On the go.
Have fun taking pictures, and don't forget to find your special souvenir.
Whoa, this is such a cool place to be here in Egypt, and I want to remember it. So that means it's time for us to take a picture. Get out your cameras, Soul City kids, and on the count of 3, let's take a picture. 1, 2, 3, click. Oh, here we are in Egypt, Soul City kids, and I have always wanted to travel to Egypt. Take a look around and see how sandy it is. There is so much sand here. And check out those pyramids. They are so tall. Do you think that we could reach really high and touch the top of the pyramids? Let's try. Wherever you are, reach as high as you can. Ugh, I cannot reach. Those pyramids are so tall. What is this strange plant here? Let me touch it and see if I can find out. Oh, ow. It's really prickly, and I pricked my finger and hurt my finger a little bit. Oh no, do you guys know of a hospital or a doctor that we could find somewhere here in Egypt for my hurt finger? You know, let's just go ahead and let's try to find the special souvenir that we need, and then we can call for the pilot, okay? Well, I seem to remember something about the special souvenir being buried in the sand. So good thing we have our shovels. Can you guys go ahead and take out your shovel and help me dig in the sand for our special souvenir? Okay, let's dig. Oh, I think I found something. I found, look at this little pyramid here. And oh my goodness, you're never gonna believe it. Inside the pyramid is the Band-Aid that I need for my hurt finger. Wow. Well, you know, now that we found this souvenir, I think we can go ahead and we can call for our helicopter pilot. So, on the count of 3, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Oh, pilot.
Hello, travel buddies. I see you found a pyramid with a Band-Aid hiding inside. It's a special souvenir you can take with you to remind you that whenever you're hurting, God can heal you. You know, God has different names that remind us of who He is. One of the names for God is Healer. That's because God can make all kinds of hurts feel better. Let me tell you a story about when God healed a man whose legs were hurt. There once lived a man who couldn't walk. His good friends carried him to see God's Son, Jesus, because they heard that Jesus was healing people who were sick and hurt. But when they got to where Jesus was, the house was too full. They couldn't even get in the door. They knew that God's Son, Jesus, could heal their friend, so they found a way to get in. First, they climbed up on top of the house. Let me see all my travel buddies pretend to climb. Then they started digging a hole in the roof. So let me see you pretend to dig. And stop. Good job. They kept digging until the hole in the roof was big enough for their friend to fit through. Then they lowered their friend down into the house, right in front of Jesus. When Jesus saw how hard the friends had worked, he knew they believed God was their healer. Jesus looked at the man who couldn't walk and said, "Friend, Your sins are forgiven. Get up. Take your mat and go home. On the count of 3, let's all say, get up. 1, 2, 3.
Get up!
That's it! The most amazing thing happened. All of a sudden, the man could walk. His legs weren't hurt anymore. Then the man, his friends, and many of the people in the house started praising God because they knew that God had healed the hurt man's legs. Oh, let's take a picture to remember that God is our healer. 1, 2, 3. Click. Good job, travel buddies. God heals all kinds of hurt. God healed the man so that he could walk. But God also healed his heart when Jesus forgave him for all the wrong things he had done. God is our healer too. Now let me hear you say this after me. God is my healer.
My healer.
That's it. You can remember that God is your healer every time you put on a Band-Aid or play with the pyramid you dug up here in Egypt.
Well, Soul City kids, today we learned a really special lesson, which is that God is our healer and He heals everything. Whether it's a hurt finger or a sad heart, God can heal it. And we took a lot of pictures today that are going to help us remember what we learned on our adventure. So let's go ahead and take a look at our pictures. In our first picture, we captured the pyramids and how amazing that they are. And we remembered that God is with us wherever we go, even here in the deserts of Egypt. And for our second picture, we snapped a shot of our Bible story, and we learned that just like God healed both the legs and the heart of the man in today's Bible story, God can heal all of us because God is our healer. And I really want to remember that big idea. So can you guys go ahead and practice with me? Repeat after me. God is our healer.
My healer.
Great job. And we took one more picture. We took a picture of our helicopter pilot, who is the one who taught us our very special big idea today. You guys did a wonderful job on today's adventure, but our adventure is not over because we have to worship and praise God first. So let's go ahead, stand up, and get so excited because we are about to have a blast worshiping.
Wow! Oh wow! Shout wow! Jesus can do anything. Wow! Oh wow! Shout wow! Jesus can do anything. Jesus is amazing. He's incredible. There's no one like him. Jesus does miracles, the impossible. There's no one like him. He's big and strong. So I clap my hands, I sing and dance. He's number one. So I jump up and down to Jesus can do anything. Wow, oh wow, shout wow. Jesus can do anything. He can do it, yes he can. Jesus can do anything. Can do it, yes he can. Jesus can do anything.
Well, Soul City Kids, as usual, worship with you guys was just a blast. This episode of On the Go could not have been more fun. I loved Egypt, but I know that we're also gonna love the next place that we travel to. But I can't tell you where that's gonna be. You guys are gonna have to come back for the next episode right here and find out. So until then, see you later.
On the boat, we will float. On the boat, on the go. On the plane, we will fly. On the plane, on the go. Everywhere, my God is everywhere. My God is way up high, down below. Everywhere I go.